Let's prepare on laminar flow. So today we are going to see about the laminar flow. So we have already seen about laminar, turbulent and everything. So again I am repeating, laminar flow means it is where in the fluid the particles will be moving in layers. So each layer will be sliding over the adjacent one and it will be parallel to each other also. So it will be in a moving in a parallel way. So here this laminar flow is separately studied. So we have already known about the Reynolds number also, and we have studied the value for pipes because we have already seen about the flow through pipes. So in there we have studied Reynolds number is just the ratio of inertia force and viscous force, and we have studied this formula, that is rho Vd by mu. So this is less than 2000 for pipes. So this is very important. In exams you have to check whether what they have asked, that is pipes or open channel or like that, you have to ask. You should not directly go to the 2000 answer. So here for pipes only the RE, Reynolds number, should be less than 2000. Then the flow in the pipes will be a laminar flow. Okay, but in parallel plates, that means when two parallel plates are placed like this and then the flow is let in between, that means the value will be less than 1000 for laminar flow. And then open channel flow means it will be less than 500 for laminar flow, and flow around any sphere means it will be less than 1 only. So this is very important because they have asked many times all these 4 questions. The next comes the Navier-Stokes equation. So this is the special equation which is derived for the study of the laminar flow alone. Okay, so here the main equation is the relation that is given by them is dou P by dou X is equal to dou tau by dou Y. So P is nothing but it is the pressure and tau is nothing but the shear. So they have created the relation between shear and pressure gradient here. Okay, so you can see this line. Pressure gradient in the flow direction will be equal to the shear stress gradient in the normal direction. So in the bottom I have drawn a pipe through which a fluid is flowing. So you can see how the shear stress varies and also the velocity varies. So this is very important. Several questions will be asked from this diagram itself. So watch clearly. So here the shear stress varies linearly. Okay, so always in the middle of the pipe the shear stress will be 0, and at the end, that is when it is in contact with the pipe, the fluid and pipe is in contact, means the shear stress will be more. So it will be always tau max at the ends, and in the middle it will be 0, and the variation is linear. So all these are important. And when you come to the velocity, it will be varying in a parabolic way, and it will be maximum at the center and 0 at the ends, that is at the contact. So this is very important. And then this V bar is nothing but mean velocity. So mean velocity will be half of the maximum velocity. So we know that maximum velocity is at center, no? So mean velocity will be at 0.707 r from the middle. Okay, so r is nothing but the radius. So from here 0.07, it will be somewhere here. Okay, so at that point it will be V bar, that is nothing but the mean velocity. So these are all important points in this study. So based on all these Navier-Stokes equation and the derived equation, they have formed different formulas for different categories of laminar flow. That is when the flow is through pipe, when the flow is through a parallel plates, like that they have given. So all these are not so important for the exams, but so far we have seen something, no? So that is very important. So if you want to study more means you can come to this part also. So first let us take the pipe flow. So here I have written just the simple, that is the main points alone, that is direct points alone. So if you study this means they may ask the formulas, and if it is simple formula means they may ask you questions also. So here pipe flow, the friction or shear velocity is equal to root of tau naught by rho, or V into root of F by 8. So we know that V velocity, F friction factor, tau naught is the shear stress, everything we know. Okay, and the mean velocity we have just seen that it is will be half of that maximum velocity, V max by 2. And then head loss. So this is important. Head loss formula for pipe flow is 32 mu VL by rho d square, gamma d square, or you can write it as 128 mu QL by gamma pi d power 4. So this V is just expanded as Q by area. So that is only this formula. Okay. So we can write like this. And then power. Power is rho g Q into HL. So it is also written as 128 mu Q square L by pi d power 4. And friction factor F is equal to 64 by RE. So we have already seen. So these formulas are we have already seen in the flow through pipes also. And then the shear stress is equal to P1 minus P2 by L, that is the pressure difference, into D by 4, and velocity U is equal to minus 1 by 4 mu dou P by dou X dP by dx into R square, capital R square minus small r square. So the small r square is nothing but we'll be getting a view there, no? So in the tau max diagram, so that value is only we call it as R. So if you take this shear stress diagram, shear stress distribution will be like this, no? So inside the pipes, so here this will be tau max. Okay, we will be calculating u value, that is the velocity value here means, then this will be your small r distance. Okay, so if you are calculating a velocity that at which point you are calculating, so that distance from the center you will be taking it as small r. The next thing is for parallel plates. So when you place two parallel plates like this and the water flowing through it, so the shear and velocity distribution will be similar to that of pipes only. And the formulas are, for velocity it is 1 by 2 mu into minus dou P by dou X into By minus y square. So this B is nothing but the distance that is between the two parallel plates. And mean velocity is here 2 by 3 of V max. So this is important. Whereas in pipes we saw that it will be half of V max, no, but here it is 2 by 3 of V max. And then shear stress, it is minus dou P by dou X into B minus 2y by 2, and discharge Q is equal to BQ by 12 mu into minus dou P by dou X, and head loss is 12 mu VL by gamma B square. So here this term y, no, it is nothing but the place where you are calculating the shear stress. Okay, so if you are calculating somewhere here, that is some 1 meter from the bottom plate, means this 1 meter will be your y value. Thank you, and keep watching for the next lecture on open channel flow.